So, good evening, folks. We are Rudderless yet again on the fourth Sunday of the month. I'm David from Amesbury, which is a beautiful town with lots of fine breweries, about 45 minutes north of Boston. And my cohort in chaos is.
I am John. I am in southern Maine, which, if you were to travel our local roads, you would find is the weed sale capital of the Northeast right now.
And
David
with
knows.
and with that in mind, we'll be starting our show in a heartbeat. We will be right back.
Sorry, I missed one of the candles on the menorah, and I just don't know what to do now.
You missed one of the candles on the menorah. I just want you to know that I feel validated by your consistency.
You feel validated, but I've got a menorah where all the candles except one are burning.
You appear like some distraught about the candles that are or aren't burning, but it's so important for me to feel validated by you. And I do. I feel validated by you.
I am so relieved that you are validated by me because I thought you were going to kill me.
So you thought I was going to kill you. So it's a funny thing about that. That had crossed my mind. But I realized that the experience of being validated by you was more important than me having another dead body notched on my belt.
I hear your importance and I understand your importance. And the reason I'm validating you is because I'm scared to death of you.
As you should be, my son.
Well, gee, Dad, I'm just I'm, I've never been good with candles. And then you tell me I got to say this prayer at the same time, and I get the words wrong. None of them rhyme.
Your consistency is what validates you and keeps you alive.
So you validate me too?
I do, my son. You will carry the name forward of this family for generations.
Oh, gee, Dad, that's great. So what am I going to do with this candle that won't burn?
Save it for your son as I did for you. I so appreciate your attention to detail, Jack.
I appreciate your appreciation, David. I put a lot of time into every little detail.
Jack, it shows it's foundational. Okay? Your attention to detail brings this whole tableau to life. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you appreciating this tableau coming to life. It isn't something that I do on a whim.
Okay, so could we leave like the holiday tripe stuff to the side and stop with the appreciate stuff? Like, you know, you graduated Yale with an MFA. Can we get another word in here besides appreciate?
I appreciate you bringing that to my attention, David. However, we still can't move your desk because that is not in my overall plan.
Your attention to detail is one of the things that, here's a word instead of appreciate, I enjoy exuberantly. Your turn.
I appreciate your enjoyment, David. But we still can't bring your desk in from out in the hall.
I accepted the position as Dean of the Fine Writing Department contingent upon you satisfying all the details that are outlined on page 47, subparagraph 3.
You make a good point. You sure you're not referring to subparagraph 44?
They wouldn't have appointed me Dean if I were ever wrong.
I appreciate your appointment.
I think I'm going to have to execute the clause that enables me to replace you as my executive assistant if this table isn't in place in a timely manner, which really means 30 seconds.
You seem rather disturbed, David.
"22 seconds.
You seem to be counting down, David.
Soon there'll be an opening for the executive assistant position.
I'll have to rewrite the job opening.
I appreciate you doing that.
There, that's what I'm talking about.
Really, Jack? Really? That you're talking about that? And oh, fabulous. That's fabulous.
That is fabulous. I didn't believe it when I first saw it.
You were the first one to see it. That makes it like exponentially fabulous.
Pretty damn fabulous, Tommy.
Jack, your your recognition of that being fabulous. Whew! I feel so relieved. I just feel so relieved.
You can be relieved, Tommy. I don't think it's moving.
You know, the attention you give to confirming that your nose hairs are properly trimmed is really amazing. It's really amazing.
You know the old saying, Tommy,
Yep, I do. I do.
as a man's nose hair goes, so goes the man.
I don't quite remember it that way. But if you say, like, all right, my memory is just, we have a few moments. As a man nose hairs goes, so goes the wind. That's how I learned it.
Well, I think that's the Spanish version, Tommy.
Non sabe español.
Claro. Tommy. Uh, well, we got those nose hairs taken care of. Can we move right up to the ear?
I, I think that suggests an intimacy that I'm not ready for yet with you. I'm just not.
Tommy, you've been my personal barber for years now.
I come out of retirement one Friday a month to take you and the other guys we grew up with. But there's some things I won't do.
Jeez, Tommy. Yeah, you act like we're toxic or something.
I spent 6 years in the slammer covering for you and your jackass brother Jet Jupiter, and you don't think you're toxic?
Hey, when you got out of the can, who set you up in the barber shop?
Jupiter.
Well, yeah, but I was right behind him saying good job.
Jupiter's gone now.
Why do you have to bring that up, Tommy?
You seem to be relying upon Jupiter's laurels. Where are yours? You have any laurels?
Come on, Tommy. You know I don't roll that way. Jupiter was my brother. He was a lot more outgoing than I am.
I would trim Jupiter's ear hair till the end of time if you were here.
Geez, Tommy, you know I'm a stand-in for him now since he left.
It's not the word on the street. It's not the word on the street.
Tommy, I thought you were gonna stop listening to those punks.
Those punks set me up with 3 other barbershops for the days I'm not here. I'm on the verge of having an empire. An empire.
Yeah, yeah, because you're up on all the modern techniques. You give pedicures and haircuts, trim nose hairs. Yeah, you can do everything.
At the upscale salon, guess what? We trim the ears at the upscale salon.
Yeah, but you can't do an old buddy a favor. You can't do me a solid.
Hasn't been the same since Jupiter moved on. Just hasn't been.
Look at these, Tommy. Look at these. Would it kill you to help a guy?
You walked out on my sister and you left her with 3 kids.
Yeah, I know. I know. I don't know, Tommy. You just don't understand.
You saying the problem was my sister?
No, I'm saying, you know, there's some things, just like nose hairs. There's these problems that just grow from inside you.
You saying the problem's not the floozy you was running around with for 2 years behind her back?
Well, that was part of it, but there was a lot more to it than that. It's kind of like you got nose hairs and you got ear hairs. I mean, it's they aren't the same hairs. They're different hairs, but they give you problems.
You're saying there was more than one floozy those years.
Well, floozy's kind of a derogatory term, Tommy.
Imagine how Sarah feels with you running around with them.
Well, yeah, they both dumped me when my nose hairs got too problematic.
I got a way to fix everybody's problem. I got this really sharp straight razor. Why don't you just lean back in the chair and I'll make a nice, simple cut.
I don't think I'm gonna like that, Tommy.
Only one way to find out, Skipper. I'm having the best day of my life. Things are great.
Things are great for you. Look at you.
Look at me. Things are great for me. They are just, woo.
Well, well. I guess it doesn't take much more than a $50 lottery ticket to make you happy, huh?
A $50 winning lottery ticket.
That's true. That's true. Ah, you are the man, Jim. You are the man. Where are we drinking this afternoon?
We've been drinking since breakfast, my friend. Missed you.
Missed me?
Yeah, you always were like, manana, reset the alarm guy. So, like, I just popped up a couple of buddies. 6 o'clock, we hit Doyle's. We went down there, okay? Irish coffees for breakfast. Huevos rancheros popped up out of the kitchen. I am feeling great.
Geez, Jimmy. You go out to breakfast, you don't even call me.
I, I'd say I forgot, but I didn't.
Oh, geez, Jimmy. You hurt my feelings.
I, I'd say that matters, but it doesn't.
Jimmy, hey, who loaded you when you were down and you didn't even have two nickels to rub together? Who floated you for that week?
You did.
Yeah, and who loaned you my spare tire when you had a flat with no spare so you could drive around for the week? Who did that?
You did.
Right, that's right. And who who lied to your wife that whole week when you were out with that other woman?
And that's why I didn't invite you to breakfast. Loose lips sink ships.
You know how to hurt a guy, Jimmy.
Yeah, I do.
Did you see the drone?
I'm controlling it.
That's you?
I'm controlling the first three that you see on the left side.
Aren't you worried about getting shot down?
Nah, I got more drones.
Man, you are one fearless terrorist.
I, I got a connection with Elon. He'll give me all the drones I want.
You charge it for him?
Me and I, me and Elon, we're tight.
Yeah, well, you got that original Tesla parked in your driveway?
You're jealous of me, aren't you, Jake?
Always have been. You know, Marty, I'd give anything to be in your shoes for a day.
Jake, I got some retreads. Can stretch out. You can try them on. Maybe I'll even give you a drone joystick.
Oh, Jake, I would kill for a drone. You're right, that is hard to say. Drone joystick, I would kill for that.
Yeah, you know what? You just said the magic word, kill.
Oh,
Elon's looking for people like you.
oh,
I
Marty,
could put in a word for you.
Marty, not again. Geez, every time we get to this place, you say all you'd have to do is do this. All you have to do is do that. Started out with all you got to do is trip that old lady. Now I'm up to killing people.
You're making progress. You're making progress.
Not the kind of progress I want, Marty.
Well, you're the one who did it.
So jealous of you, Marty.
You don't have to be. I'm going to be retiring this afternoon.
Yeah, you finally did it, huh?
Elon's looking for somebody to step into my shoes.
What does that mean?
I could put a word in for you if you fit in my shoes.
I don't know, Marty. That Elon doesn't seem too bright sometimes.
You wouldn't have to be jealous of me anymore.
I don't like those Teslas. I don't like the way they look. Can he get me a Volkswagen?
You can still drive your Mini Cooper. It's not a problem.
Marty, thank you. You know how to take care of a guy.
You ready?
I'm ready.
It's yours.
Thank you, Marty.
Glide away into the night.
Woo. All right, Marty. Thank you.
Elon, he's taken over for me. I'm done. And thank you, folks. That is our show. John, once again, it's a pleasure playing with you. And,
Always.
Yep. For those of you who celebrate holidays, I hope you enjoy them. Okay? John, whatever you do, I hope you enjoy it too.
The days are getting longer, David.
I'll remember that.
All right.
Good night, folks. Thank you so much.
Drive safely. Tip your waiters.